Welcome, babe. What's up, baby? I just want to hang out. Chill, baby. I'm sorry that you feel like I haven't been close to you the last couple days. I'm sorry. I wasn't meaning to do that. Rest, I guess. I want to stay together, but I'm worried that we just don't mesh right now. Like, I want to stay together. That's what I want to do. I don't know. I'm worried, like, that I'm not giving you enough. And I'm, like, I'm wanting you to be more affectionate towards me and stop thinking that I'm disgusted by you and don't want you to, like, I don't know, cuddle me, like, be on top of me and hang out, chill, and come up to me and, like, treat me like I'm your boyfriend, like, want to put your arm around, like, come over and fucking snuggle up to me and shit, like, I don't know. I want to be together. I'm worried that all my efforts are to waste because it seems like so like this is you told me earlier that you thought I wasn't close to you and didn't want to do anything or wasn't close to you, right? Or you didn't feel close for the last couple days. And like I thought we were very close the last couple days, so I was just kind of confused about that. So I worry that my definition of how I think I'm treating you well isn't good, and I feel like I'm doing a lot. I don't think I'm just sitting around. So therefore I'm like, man, what else can I do, without being too much, without being too extra, and without sacrificing my own well-being, because right now I'm like fine with stuff. So like, it's just a bummer to me, and I am very tired because I don't know I don't know how to do more for you like you want me to. Um,
What am I asking you
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. You're just telling me that I'm distanced from you, and that we're not feeling you're not feeling close. So I don't really know, but I'm just going off of those type of statements, I guess.
because I know close when you get on with the house when you like earlier. You just
I was enjoying being quiet. Like I didn't think anything I had to say was any use. I was just enjoying being quiet. I didn't want to be there, but I would care about your safety, so I wanted to go with you. I know you can do stuff on your own. I'm not saying like
yeah, but it's the way that your attitude was and changed. You were getting upset, and that's when it coming to me. So it's like you're comfortable. So guilty about you going there when just because they have what you need and I love it, you're good. Not trying to guilty. Like that's this something wrong. So I think really that if you feel like you get upset or you feel guilty because feeling like I did something wrong or I took you out in there or I wasted your gas or whatever it is, I shouldn't have to feel guilty about anything because you said yeah. So if you meant no, then say no. It's like that's not my problem.
okay,
So
I
I
agree
shouldn't
with all
have
that.
to pressure about it.
Yeah, I agree with all that. I didn't think I was putting anything on you that was super, fucked up or anything like that. I feel like I was just being quiet, and then you said that we weren't close for the last couple days, and I'm like, well, what the heck? And like, babe, I wasn't like mad. Like, I'm still not mad. I'm just chilling, and I'm like, I think it's just, you know, it's fine. Because the last 2 days I thought were great. I was being very supportive because I care about what's going on with all your job and stuff and everything in your life, and I feel like I'm super all about you. And then you tell me that I didn't do good, so I was like, okay, like what the heck? So like it's like I'm just confused on what, because like I feel like I'm doing awesome. I'm getting all these kudos, and then next thing you know, it's like you saying that you don't feel close, and like I get that if it's just you, but like it makes me feel bad, Like that's the only reason I got quiet because I was like, well, what am I supposed to say? Like I'm just gonna just chill for a little bit because what am I supposed to say to that? Like whenever I feel like I'm doing good, and like, am I doing bad? Like, and like, as if I am.
Say that at all. You're the one saying that. I didn't say that. Literally, you just said I don't feel the closest to you, and I just told you the reason why I said that is because it's you don't share your feelings. And the only reason I said that was literally because of the way that you were acting. You seemed very upset. I don't know, but you think that it just had to do with the Dollar Tree, like you just seemed upset. So I asked you, and you said, like, I'm just quiet because I like to. And it's like, okay, if I ask you why or what's going on, you're like, because I want to, or because I like you. It's like, okay. And then I said, well, Doug, I don't really feel close to you. I haven't really felt close to you. Because it's like every time we get in any sort of disagreement or anything, I ask about any feelings, anything like that, it's a response like that. You get like rude, and it's like, okay, and you expect me not to respond? Like, I just like dish you right back.
Yeah.
Your attitude was changed before I said I don't feel that close. That's the reason I said that. Because I'm asking you what's going on, you just say you're being quiet, and I'm wondering why. And you just say, because I want to. And it's like, okay.
I know why, because like I feel like I'm bummed that like we're having a problem with like just like I feel like I want you to be all over me. And I've been trying to communicate that, and I think that is why I was upset this morning. Because like I want you to be all over me and stuff, and like it's kind of bumming me out lately. And like I don't know, whenever we're snuggling, I'm like I shouldn't be the only like I'm like oh man, like I want you to be like all over me, like make me feel good like that. So I'm like man, I don't know.
Why do you think that not?
Because you don't because you don't like the way that I cuddle, or don't like the way that I'm not easy to snuggle up to, I guess. I'm not considerate of how you feel. You know, like why don't you?
Because most of the time I don't understand it's just how I feel. Or it's like, I'm in the middle of doing something, or I still have to go to the bathroom, still have to do this. You ask me to cuddle, and then you get mad if I don't. And then it's like, okay, so now I'm the bad guy, because I have to go to the bathroom to do one. Didn't even think about being comfortable cuddling you, but I'm the bad guy because I didn't want to do it, right? Not know if I didn't want
No,
to do it.
that's not it. Like, what about like anytime? Yeah, it does because sometimes I ask and you deflect it and say no, and I'm like, what about anytime, babe? Like, what about anytime? What about right now? What about anytime
I
that
want to watch you play. I don't want to sit out here. I'm watching something in the room. I want to do something different.
I'm trying
If
to?
you really wanted to hang out with me, you would have went in the room and sat there with me and tried to.
We were talking earlier about why I was upset earlier. Like, I feel like we're going to a different path now. But can we focus on what we were just talking about? Like,
About playing.
and that's why I had a kind of an attitude this morning a little bit. I was just kind of like, you know,
So that was
plus
the
the Dollar Tree
situation,
on
and then
top.
it took all of the so that was attitude to attitude. Like, when do you think this all started? With I said something in the car?
No, I think it all started with me being quiet and me being, um,
Distant.
yeah, but not for the last 2 days. For this morning because I felt rejected. Like I felt like I wanted something pretty simple, but you know, just love from you, and I don't know, I guess I didn't know how to take it, so I guess that's just how I reacted. If I'm looking at it, I'm looking at it from the third person perspective, you know. And yeah, you know. Just tired. I just, you know, I just wish everything would work out.
doesn't feel like you are doing because I'm not what you were expecting of me or what, like, I'm not going to be like not having a theory, which is the physical aspect of things. So,
Yeah, and like that statement right there sucks because it's like, man, I was hoping you would have been like, oh, I'll cuddle you more. You know, I'm sorry, I want to be with you too. You know, I just want to cuddle with you too. Or I hate that I'm using that word so much. I apologize. It's just the only one that's coming to my head. I know it sounds silly, but it's the only one that's coming to my head. I'm talking about just like,
intimacy.
yeah,
No one's talking about it. I know I'm not going to sit and be like, yeah, blah, blah, all this, because
yeah, I hear that you're saying. I said I hear that you're saying that. Yeah.
I'm saying I'm not saying that. I'm not going to sit there and say, yeah, I'll do that more, yeah, I'll do it, blah.
Yes, I hear you. Yeah,
Because
I realize that.
when it comes down to it, I guess it's just me taking care of me because I realize that the way that I feel is if I'm taking into account with intimacy, my feelings are taken into account when it comes to intimacy. I'm just expected to give intimacy when there isn't really any sort of build up and like that.
I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about just fucking, relationship dynamics. Like, you're supposed to come and cuddle me like once in a while and be like, so like, just be like, oh, and like, I don't know. I might be expecting too much on that, but like, I don't know. I think it's not that often that you do that. Just like, come melt into my arms or anything like that. Maybe it's because we don't have any.
I think that I can be softer.
I know.
I don't think that I can do those things around here. Like,
And that's not a me problem. And
it's not a new problem, it's a new problem.
I know.
There's dynamics in this relationship that don't uh, foster that. The dynamics in this relationship don't foster the environment for me to be those things.
I'm sorry about that.
Like you said, it's not a new thing. It's just it takes different it takes different things. Different things for different women to feel looking for that, so they feel like relaxed, or they feel like I can really dynamics to women arguing. Like, a lot of it's because it's like I feel like I have to be the masculine one when it comes to arguments and just gonna get petty. And then eventually I have to be the one to stop it. The only way for me to stop is for me to say things or me to be the big person. It's like, and I'm not talking about being like, okay, yeah, okay, sure. I'm not talking about that because you like to do that and act like you need the bigger person when in reality you're just like, I'm talking about actually trying to end things and just be done. I'm realizing that.
So earlier, whenever I've basically been done with this 2 times, was unrecognized. So like, I don't see the validity in what you're saying. Plus, you think you're the masculine energy in this relationship? That's a question.
I feel like yes, I have to be masculine in this relationship. But are you arguing right now?
So no, we're not arguing. We're just talking. So this is something else that I kind of am like concerned about. Is you constantly thinking that you're so masculine, that you need to be masculine, and I think that's attributing to you acting more masculine, if that's what you're thinking. Because who's asking you to do that? Who's You know,
Well,
who's
that's you're going to pay attention to my environment and adjusting and being home to get things done compared to myself in a way that I can. I don't.
I'm not quite getting yet. Like, I don't know. What do you mean? Like, you're feeling like you have to become masculine in this environment.
Because I feel like I have to handle things. I have to make decisions all the time. I have to handle things myself. I feel like I have to handle things in this relationship and us living together to make it functional.
That's usually how it goes. I feel like I have to handle things too. I mean, it's usually a two-way street of if people are together, it's a partnership, you know. Do you
Exactly.
think I'm just over here and you don't view I'm doing my part, is what you're telling me right now. It sounds like it, but I mean, what do you think? You think I'm not doing my part in this relationship? Like, realistically, I think I'm doing pretty good, but if you don't, that's okay. Like, I get that. Like, certain people have different perspectives. I understand that.
I just feel like whatever I say, I'm just
It's okay. I'm not going to, I promise. I have a level head. I'm going to have a level head. As long as there's no insults, I'll be completely level headed.
I feel like on the outside, interior, it's a good wherever you are, I don't feel like
Like, I'm not emotionally supportive enough for you, or emotionally into the relationship, or what do you mean, I guess? What type of emotion am I not? So you don't think I'm being masculine enough in this relationship?
emotions. That's just
So what's a just a question, I'm not doing this as a passive
well,
aggressive.
understanding that the part of like it's crazy because you don't have flexibility to calm you down, and I'm not saying it's your responsibility or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just you don't have, in my opinion, I just don't feel like you've had. I just don't feel like you have the ability to do that when you have to be explored. If I got feel like it's almost kind of I am, feel the kind of thing I am, trust to be level headed in a sense. I just feel so trusted to be like just argue back with me or be like almost like I don't know how to describe it.
Okay, you think whenever you're losing control, I'm not going to be able to gain that control back for you? So or is that wrong or is that right?
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
not being passive aggressive.
I don't think you help with emotional regulation in a sense that like I feel like I'm more should in relationships. And I'm not saying it's your responsibility. I'm not saying take anything on. I'm not saying that. It's more so just like I'm not saying you have to think this way either. I think you want to the opposite way, just being petty or just like being like whatever you do okay. Like questions yourself or like you get mad at me being upset or something versus being like a healthy person like got like whether it's calming down or whether it's us even arguing or something, like you understand you kind of understand something, like you kind of understand my perspective, and it's like it's okay if you don't understand it, but you have to at least accept it and accept that I am going to be no different than you know. So what I'm feeling isn't wrong, it's just different from the way you perceive it, different than I do. Like I don't feel like it's really touching notice.
Okay.
It's more so like I have to completely like thinking exactly what you're thinking and what's to have in the sense of the argument. Like I have to understand what you want me to understand, or else it's wrong and it's an argument or it's a fight.
I think in those senses, I just want both people, me and you, to be understood. is the basically that,
But
and
that's the thing is I feel like 9 times out of 10 I get where you're coming from. And I get that these weren't your intentions. I get that you didn't mean for things to be that way. I always get where you're coming from. I just try to teach you to heal me, but then when I teach you how to heal it, it's so about, and this is where I feel like I'm talking about like the masculine part of this. It's like if I tell you I understand, why can't you just accept that and then why can I share how it affects you without it just being a part of it? Like,
yeah,
and
that's
then if
fine.
you expect it of me, it's supposed to be the one. This is why I say I feel like I'm masculine. I'm the one that's expected to completely handle my emotions, to always have a level headed, to not ever be affected by your upset or angry or critical. That is the perception that I get in relationships that I went in. So I have to be feeling happy or something and nothing else because I'm supposed to. It's like I don't know how to describe it. And I get that people have their favorites and bad days, so I understand that class and saying I don't feel like the responsibility for helping these people like that. I have been feeling like this so far because I feel like we pull back and like have a go with my emotions. And I just stay away from still been expecting too much of you, still been sharing too much of you and laying too much on you. And I feel like you're the type of person that also likes to make sure things are separate. And especially relatively separate, where it's like whatever you're going through, you just deal with yourself and go inside of it. You expect your partner to be the same. It's like, I'm not that person.
Well, I don't expect that at all. That's not my view of relationship. I also don't favor. You're right in saying that I don't favor like the codependent type of partner, but it's not saying that I want like everything to be completely separate either. you know, I would like I want to, I want you to be able to, yes, of course, control your own emotions, and yes, of course, be able to calm yourself down because I want us to be able to help each other with that. And if you don't know, like, we can't do it to ourselves, then we can't do it to other people. But, I don't want to just be like completely separate with my partner. If anything, I want to be more intertwined and, growing each other's ability to solve problems and growing each other's ability, and growing each other's confidence and all that stuff.
You know, and that's what I'm saying is that that's not the dynamic in this relationship. So maybe it's just the wrong relationship then, because that's not the dynamic in this relationship. If you both want that, then why?
I think jealousy has a big thing to do with it, to be honest with you, and that's not like a stab or anything, but I really do think jealousy and trust, I think, have a lot to do with that. Just
Jealousy
and
should
and
never
the
be
I well, in the sense of like thinking that I want other girls instead of you and stuff like that. I think also something that has to do with it, just both of our prior experiences in relationships and like our upbringings. I think both of us, neither of us had a good idea of what a relationship was. So we're kind of grasping at air on that too. Um, or I guess I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for you. So I didn't have a good idea of what a relationship was as a kid. So I'm trying to make the best of it. And then I think I really try to give a lot of understanding. If you're not seeing that, do you see that you think, do you view me as like an understanding person, or do you think I'm a closed-minded, one-way type of guy? Because I feel like there's a big misconception there that you have of me, or at least that's how I feel like you feel I I am, is very kind of closed off in one way.
I don't think that it's weird because I feel like in general, when you look at it, in general, everybody's got their partner to grind out with. Working harder and harder with it. And I don't know if that's just like similar to this relationship, but it's like, it is, that it's like that's how I get to it. It seems like you're open and understanding, not critical and still accepting of literally everyone else because you're like, oh, you can experience it. You can like empathize with them going through a bad time and have that for them and want to help them. You can have those feelings with them, but I feel like it's different with your partner.
I think it's because for other people, it's, you know, you don't really care. Like they're just that, it's like random people. And then with the partner, it's like every day, so it's like, I guess that kind of bums me out. I'm sorry that you feel that way. I know you have, and like, I'm just bummed because I feel like I do a lot in that area. So I feel like, bummer. That sucks that, you know, my hardest is not good enough, which is okay. That's not to make you feel bad. I know.
It's don't understand.
I do understand. You're saying that I give more leniency to people on the day-to-day basis than I give to you, and that I'm shorter with you, and I have less patience with you than I would with other people in life. You know, um, I get that you're saying that. I think a lot of times in this relationship, I feel like a lot of times in this relationship, I feel like, God, I feel like there's a lot of self-sabotage. I know it sounds, I hate to like say that, and I do feel like that. Like, I'm like, I feel like there's a lot of that going on, and there's a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that the way that you work through, like, the affection part or any of that is to just go be close and learn, and go be close and learn from stuff, and, to, if you're not feeling vulnerable, you should just start to try to feel more vulnerable and not during heated times and not saying like, be vulnerable. I don't know. I don't know why it's so hard in this relationship for that to be like for that to be a thing. I feel like you don't try, and then when you do try one time, and I do any small little thing, instead of working through it and continuing to try to do what you're doing, you just stop and get upset with me and start to say that I'm not doing good enough. In a lack of better words, I know that's not what you say, but that there's this wrong and this wrong and this wrong, and I feel this way. Like, I get that, but like, I do need to know at some point if there is going to be like, do you feel like it's going anywhere? Because like, I feel like you constantly are saying that you're not into this relationship. I get frustrated and want to leave because of that subject. That you're like always like, I'm fuck, like you are
I don't
saying.
say that though. I say that I understand if that's when it's gonna go. I don't feel like it's up to me if it's going anywhere. That's like because I told you, like if you're willing to
I
work
think it
on
is. I
these
think it's up
things.
to both of us. I
Yeah,
hate to interrupt, but I do have to say that.
yeah, but when it's me pointing out the way that I feel or the way that you're correcting me, isn't me just saying, oh, break up. I have done that in the past, but I've worked really hard not to just jump straight to that. Yes, I put it on the table, like saying, like, I get it. I don't want you to, because it's like, I want you to be honest, and I can't tell how you feel. And it's like, I say it like I know that it's a very realistic possibility. Is why I say that, because if you tell me I'm too much, you tell me this is too much, all this, what other option is there? If this is too much, then like leave and figure it out, Like, so it's like hard because it's like I haven't. I feel like I haven't. Like, let's just break up. Like, it's quick because I used to as a defense mechanism. I feel like I've worked on that, and it's like
Yeah.
it's hard to avoid the obvious. Like, it's hard to not state the obvious, which is like that's how it feels every time you say stuff.
Yeah.
It feels like, okay, you sound like you want to break up, you just don't want to actually do it. And I always say, like, it's fine if we break up. I only say that because it's like, course, it's not what I want, but it seems like it's a real possibility at this point because there's just some sort of disconnect where it's like I'm not reaching you, you're not reaching me.
I know. I agree. There is some sort of disconnect there. And it's frustrating. But it's okay, like I know it's frustrating for both of us. We're different people and we do have different views of the world. Yeah. I don't think either of us like to lose an argument.
But it's not, even when it's not even how we losing them. I don't want to losing. I look at it as, why can't you, like, one of the health things.
That's what I think too, is why it's a much better way to put it. It's a much better way to put it. Yeah, and I don't share my feelings because, I don't feel heard whenever I do. So it's like, I just don't, because I'm better off that way.
I
Always have.
thought we had talked about that before. And you said that you were going to try. Because I said it's not fair to assume the way that I'm going to respond or react. Or you share your feelings, you have an attitude, and you come off aggressive and you say it in a rude way, or you only share it when you're upset. And it's like, how do you expect somebody to respond to that?
Yeah.
Like, I thought we talked about that before. You said you would try, so it's like a slap in the face right now for you saying, well, I just don't because of this. It's like, I know, that's what you said previously. And I said it wasn't fair because then it's like, you don't even give me a chance. You don't even give a chance for the intimacy or closeness. You don't even give me a chance to try to understand you. But you just expect it.
No, I definitely am. Sorry you feel that way.
Sharing the feeling that what you're saying is hard.
I think it's because it's another one of those things where I'm like, I feel like I give you all the chance in the world to be any way you want, and I'm told that I'm controlling your emotions.
What?
Right
What
there.
did I say? Controlling emotions.
Well, the ability to be soft. I apologize, not emotions. I'm controlling your ability to be soft.
When did I say that?
I must have misinterpreted what you said. What did you just mean by the last statement? It wasn't that.
What?
What do you mean by what you just said?
What about, like, literally the sentence that I just said, or, like, about the soft thing?
Yeah, about you not, like, being able to be soft with me. Because I don't give you the right, like, opportunities to be soft.
Yeah, what does that have to do with controlling my emotions?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way.
Weird word to say.
Okay.
Like, I didn't accuse you of controlling my
Okay,
emotions.
I get it. I didn't mean it that way, is what I have said 4 times now. A better way to have put that would have been...
You didn't realize you were affecting me?
Yeah, no, I thought I was giving you ample opportunities to come and be close with me, and I would always ask, and if you weren't, any time that you would come up to me, I'd be like, oh my god, yes, and get real excited. I always go, oh my god, really? I always do that every time. Like, I don't know if there's been a time where you've tried to come and cuddle with me, and I've been like, get off.
No, just move me. I have your stomach or
Well, yeah, because I told you my stomach's sensitive. You have a lot of sensitive spots on your body that I respect.
When I say that, it doesn't matter.
No, I respect your spots.
No, you don't. You just come up and cuddle me however you want, and then
Okay.
if I ask you to
Yeah, but I don't...
or anything, you get pissed at me. And then you're like, fine, you don't want to be my... And it's like, what the hell? No, how come you can't cuddle me where I'm comfortable? feel like it's something you're not admitting to yourself, so you want being honest.
I want a girlfriend who's more loving towards me and less ashamed of yourself. I want you to love on me and be proud of who you are and not have it like it's affecting me at this point. Like, I want you to just not have to argue all the time with stuff and like just understand that all I was trying to do this morning was be quiet because I didn't want to be at the Dollar Tree. I would have been over it in 5 minutes. I know we're not because you keep saying that you're the masculine one in this relationship.
Yeah, instead of taking over yourself, just seeing how you are in the relationship, you just like to see it.
Because I've been trying to stand by you in a vulnerable moment in your life. You fucking are thinking I'm being unmasculine.
No, not by standing by you. That's
Are you serious that
well,
you don't think I've been fucking helping you out during this whole
no,
thing?
that's has nothing to do with your masculinity. I don't understand that.
Something does. It's a